everyone, this is Sid here and welcome back to another video. Today's video is a little bit less organized than usual because usually my videos have some sort of like series or like category that they all fall under, you know? Drawing Wicked characters or drawing Wizard of Oz characters or drawing my fantasy OCs or drawing XYZ that like all fit into a certain box or a certain mold, but today I'm kind of doing something like random, but basically I'm just going to be showing y'all all the drawings that I did for Rea as fan art. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, then please stay tuned and stick around. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? So yeah, basically there's a YouTuber on YouTube whose name is Rea Likes to Doodle, Rea Likes to Animate, and Rea, she is such a sweet person, like she is such good friends with me, and I just love her so much because both of us are actually writers. We both have our own original fantasy medieval stories and stuff that we like to talk about and share with each other, you know? So I think it's really cool. I like getting to see all of her characters and getting to hear more about them and getting to learn more about her stories, and I'm really excited to read them sometime soon. And she always comments on my stuff and is always super duper sweet and thoughtful, and I just really appreciate it because, you know, in the grand scheme of things it might seem small, but when you've had a really hard day at school and someone is just so sweet to you, it just makes such a big difference, you know? So yeah, most of this art is from January and right now it is April, so you know, 3 months difference. My art style hasn't changed that much since then, but I did adopt a new way of drawing like eyes and all of that great stuff, so I feel like it is a pretty jarring difference. So if this art does look a bit crusty and cringeworthy, that is why. It's because it's like 3 to 4 months old and my art has changed at least a little bit since then. But yeah, basically this is the first picture that I drew in my random fan art for Rea. But this is Nash, who is my OC, and Sombra, who is Rea's OC. And basically I decided to draw the two of them together because they both have eye patches. So they're in the eye patch gang together. Basically, in Rea's story, they have lots of dragons, and I think Sombra's village was attacked by a dragon, and that is why Sombra has all of these scars and stuff, and why she has her eye taken out. Nash is my character, and I wrote Nash's story, but I haven't drawn very much art of Nash, which is why Nash in this picture especially looks like incredibly rough, because like first of all, I don't know why, but I am just so terrible at drawing like yellow clothes, so I might have to change his clothes to be a different color. Also, I just really do not like his outfit, and I also really do not like his hair. I don't like anything about this drawing, but it's fine. Basically, Nash's story is that he was traveling with friends on a quest. You can learn more about that later when I do my Arc 3 video, but I haven't even gotten to Arc 2 yet, so that's gonna be a long time from now. But yeah, he was traveling with friends on the quest, and he had to go and visit this village, and his girlfriend was at the village, and Nash's girlfriend is a scientist, so she was doing experiments. Basically, they live next to a volcano, and they had this big huge spring that used to be like a warm hot spring, you know, but then the temperatures in the spring became so hot that they became like scalding, and it became like unsafe for the people to go swimming in there, you know? Sort of like if you've ever watched the movie Dante's Peak, it's sort of like that. So since she was a scientist, she was trying to figure out like what caused the hot spring to be like this, to start burning people and all that. So she was examining, and basically the hot spring erupted sort of like a geyser, and part of it like stung her face and like burned her eye. So yeah, and then Nash was able to do like a magical transplant transfusion type thing. So Nash basically donated his eye to his girlfriend because he decided like, well, if my girlfriend's gonna be pursuing her career of science, then she's gonna need her eye. At least she's gonna need it more than I do. So basically he didn't really do anything to lose his eye, but he like gave it up for someone else, you know? So now his girlfriend has 2 eyes and Nash just has 1 eye. But that's basically what he did. and I just drew the two of them together because I thought they'd be pretty cute in their little eye patch gang. I think their colors go really nice together. I imported the nice picture from Google in the background, and yeah, basically that is that picture. The next one that I drew, Ray posted this picture of a old, crusty, cringeworthy Leopard OC, but I actually thought that she was like incredibly cute, so I decided to draw her in my own art style. I think she looks amazing. I like the leopard wings and the leopard pattern on the gloves and the tail and the boots. I think it all just looks very, very cool, and I sort of want to create my own snow leopard character now because I was really, really inspired. I think the whole entire concept is pretty cool. I'd like to learn more about that story. I know she said she was like canceling it forever because it was too cringe to even continue, but I don't know. I know like when you have ideas when you're younger, usually they turn out to be pretty silly and stupid, but my idea for my story I actually got when I was in like 5th grade, so I think I was only like 9 years old at the time, and it's still what I'm doing right now, my fantasy medieval story. That's basically an idea that I had when I was like 9 years old, and I've just kept on developing it further and further, and now it's turned into something a lot more. So I feel like even if you do have ideas when you're little, they're not like necessarily inherently bad, you know? You can always just work on improving them and developing them the more that you learn about like storytelling and story structure and all that great stuff. No ideas are like completely bad. You can always change them and evolve them to make them better, you know? So yeah, but that was that cute little character. I think she turned out pretty well. Now we have this character, and this character is named Terra, and I drew her because I have an OC named Terra as well. If you have not already seen my video of me drawing the characters that have the same names, basically Ray and I have lots of overlap when it comes to character names. Both of us have characters named Terra, both of us have characters named Ash, and both of us have characters named Raven, which I think is such a crazy coincidence that both of us have 3 characters that have these same exact names. That is like completely wild, especially because I have like 100 different characters. I don't know if that increases or decreases the chances, but you know, there's like thousands upon thousands of names, and the fact that we both chose the same exact names is just funny to me. But yeah, I think Terra is Root's younger sister, if I can remember correctly. It's been a long time since I looked at that post, but Root is basically, as Ray puts it in her own words, a spoiled young prince. So I'm wondering if Terra is more of like a carefree little child, very sweet and innocent, as opposed to Root's like spoiled bratty arrogance, you know? She seemed to be pretty happy and joyful in the picture that Ray showed, where she is just playing and sitting on the ground. She's very, very cute. I love her little skirt. Of course, I had to add the plaid texture because I just love drawing plaid, and I had to add some lace and pearls and all that great stuff. That's just how I do. But I loved her little pigtails, and I just loved her color palettes in general. I think she looks very, very cutesy and adorable. And last but not least, I drew this OC, and this is one that Ray said her little sister drew. Ray has a little sister, I have a little brother. We're both like the older sibling, I guess. And yeah, but I think this OC is pretty cool. I like it though because she's a dragon, but she has white hair. I think most of Ray's other dragons have brown hair, and I know like there is brown stemming from the top of her hair, so I think maybe it's like artificially dyed, you know, to be white. I don't know, but I think it looks pretty cute and cool, and I love her outfit as well. Very, very interesting how she has like a little sweater type cardigan thing and all of that great stuff. And I always love the dragons because of their beautifully colored freckles, how they have like the yellow and orange and red freckles and all that great stuff. And I love her amber colored eyes, and I think she's also supposed to be blind, so I tried to do that to the best of my abilities. And yeah, basically this is what she looks like. She looks very, very cool in my opinion. And yeah, that is her, and those are all the drawings. I know this video was like extremely random, but I just wanted to showcase all of this great stuff. And I just wanted to say that if you are looking for some more artists to follow on social media, and especially here on YouTube, please go follow Ray, because Ray is so very cool. She does not have that many followers, but she definitely deserves deserves all of them that she has, and so much more, because she is such a talented young artist, and she is also a passionate storyteller. I can tell that she truly loves everything that she does, and she is also such a kind and amazing, sweet person. So yeah, definitely go and support and encourage her if you're not already. I'll have links to her social medias and YouTube channel in the description box down below, so you can go and check her out. But yeah, if you have not already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel as well, because it always helps me out so much when you do, and I really appreciate it. It helps to support and encourage me on my artistic journey and keep me motivated to do more stuff in the future. And it is helpful for you too, because you will get notified every single time that I post a new video, and you will never miss out on a single upload. I, unlike most of the YouTubers, upload videos multiple times every single week, and I upload shorts multiple times every single day. So no matter what, I can always guarantee you that you always have something fun and interesting to watch, and you'll never be bored. But yeah, if you want to support me even further, then please click the links in the description box down below. Those will take you to my other social media accounts, like my Instagram accounts, my Pinterest account, and other places. I also made a Grubs account on Instagram if you want to go follow that, basically where I post food pics and stuff. That's new. I made it like 3 days ago. But yeah, shameless plug there. And anyways, I hope that y'all guys all have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Always remember that I love you, and goodbye. Eat some more waffles and peace out.